see here, we're out here at the Avon Park field on this early morning. We're going to take up, early Saturday morning, we're going to take up the Hobbyzone Carbon Cub S2. One of my viewers was asking about my flap settings. So let me show that right now. You may not be able to see it, but positive 100% for no flaps, positive 22% with 11% positive down elevator for takeoff, and then for landing negative 100% with a positive 22% down elevator for landing. Okay, so that's my flap mix. My rates, I only have one rate, and that's 100% throws with 30% expo, which is what I'm comfortable with most of my planes. Okay,
motor off,
motor on, but a 11% and a 22% down mix on my elevator is usually what I used as a starting point for most of my little cubs like this. It just seems to be a good place to start. That's also Pilot Ryan recommends that. That's where he starts a lot of them too.
landing flaps.
And of course I'm going to a headwind right now, so I did expect her to balloon a little bit when I put them landing flaps down. But maybe maybe I could do a little more down elevator because she is wanting to climb still. But there again, you know, when you do these flat mixes, it's subjective. It's subjective to where you put your battery at, where you're comfortable with your CG at, you know, how heavy your battery is. So I like to pick 11% for takeoff and 22% down elevator for both those for landing as a starting point. And I pretty much have left it that way with this one. And then you go from there. It's really, you really have to do it by feel. Really have to do it by feel. One thing you could always, you know, go with what the manual says, of course, right off the bat. Just to see, you know, set it there and then adjust accordingly. Because they have no idea what kind of batteries you're going to use, the weight of the batteries you're going to use, where you're going to, you know, they're going to tell you where to put the CG at, you know, but if your battery's way more than the battery they recommend or whatever, or you don't quite place it right or what, you know, it's all subjective. So manual settings, general settings are a great place to start, and then you just go from there, you know. And me, I like to try different batteries all the time. So if I'm trying different batteries, well, then obviously my weight's going to change. My CG is going to change a little bit. So, which that affects everything else. So this is another one of them planes that nice little knife edge there. This is another one of the planes that I'm very comfortable with. See if I can knife edge all the way around here. And basically when you're knife edging, you're pulling your plane on its side and your rudder is becoming your elevator. Oh, I'm gonna fall out of it. Hey, I still got it. Okay, that was fun. Enough of that. Yeah, I do think I need to maybe make my mix a little bit stronger, because she does seem to want to balloon when I hit that down, when I hit those landing flaps. So
Flaps up.
all right. Of course, then again, like I've said, and it seems to be my trend lately, I've seemed to been having better luck with planes not even using the flaps, just making a little bit longer of approach and Definitely going into the wind helps. But sometimes that plane is just so fast, you know, you got to slow it down. And sometimes flaps are just what you got to use. Really, definitely with jets. If you have a jet coming in and you don't have flaps, you need to give her a nice long runway, that's for sure. Tail dragger. And of y'all flown tail draggers knows exactly what I mean by that. They do like to kind of squirrel around there on the ground. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh no, I'm upside down, man. What will I do?
Landing flaps.
Now see, I put the landing flaps in there, but I wasn't going very fast. So she didn't balloon as much. So depends, like I say, which way you're going, the direction, your speed, the weight of your batteries. There's just so many factors involved that really just got to do with what's comfortable for you. I did not want to be in the grass, but oh well. That just early morning when it's wet like this, you're flying, you land the grass, your planes just get so filthy. So filthy. I decided at the last second not to pull out of that knife edge, so. They're nice and slow there. No flaps though. About half throttle. Trying to do a little bit of a flat turn there because I'm turning with my ailerons, or I'm not turning slowly with a cub, especially a curved wing cub. So you definitely want to try to turn as two-dimensional as possible if you're going to turn slowly. Now, if you're turning pretty quick with your ailerons, then like here's an aileron turn, so you don't really have to worry about, you know, you're not really going to fall out of that or tip stall out of that. But if you're going to turn slowly like this, then you want to try to make it as flat as possible, make a coordinated turn. See, that's a coordinated turn. And it looks cool too. It looks like you're on rails. See? Yeah, that's cool. All right. And also you have to remember too, with the Carbon Cub S2 here, the Carbon Cub S2, said it twice, it does have Vortex generators. Oh, that was bouncy. On top, you can see those ridges on top of the wing there. Those are Vortex generators. And they give you a lot of nice slow speed handling. They really help give you some stability and you're flying around at slower speeds. This is just a great all-around plane. Yeah, it's considered a trainer. Yes, it is definitely a trainer.
Landing flaps.
All right, got landing flaps in. Let's see if we can do a nice walk here. Well, bounced too much. I was wanting to drive her on her wheels. So that's fun to do too. I can really do that pretty good with a timber. She's just made, timbers are just made for that, driving them on their wheels. You lift, what that is, you got your tail lifted up and you're just on the only thing touching the ground is your wheels. See, like that. But you're supposed to do it from the point, from landing and never let your tail touch. It's just a nice touch and go, basically, is what it is. All right. Boy, is it muggy and hot. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. There we go. Tail never touched. Got close. Basically, the idea with touchdowns and landings, you want to try to get your landings to be as smooth as if you were imagining you're the pilot and you got your drink sitting on the dash. You don't even want your drink to ever even spill. So that's easier said than done. That just takes practice, is all there is to it. Gosh darn it, you got to practice flying your plane. So you just tell your wife or your mom or significant other and say, I'm sorry, I got to go fly my plane again because, you know, hey, I got to practice these landings because it's very important. You know, I don't want my pilot to spill his drink. All right, folks, well, there you go. She touched down like a butterfly with sore feet there. All right, folks, that is the Hobbyzone Sport Cub S2. Or, sorry, it is the Sport Cub S2, but it actually is, it's the Carbon Cub S2 by Hobbyzone, but the old Park Zone Sport Cub S2 is the same plane. So, all right, let me turn what you want to hear before you touch the plane. Motor off. Put our flaps up. We had 7 seconds left on an 8-minute timer. Oh no, sorry. We were 7 seconds over on an 8-minute timer. So let's see just how much juice we got, how much gas we got left in this tank here. Helps if I go in the right pocket. All right, let's see what we got. All right, on a 8 minutes and 7-second flight, still got 52% left on a 2700 milliamp 3S. Folks, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC. God bless y'all.